Alright guys, this week we're looking at ride cymbals. So I want to show you some budget ones, some mid-range ones, and some high-end ride cymbals. They're an important choice, what kind of ride cymbal you're going to buy, because you're going to spend a lot of time playing in songs, playing sections on the ride cymbal. They're a very versatile cymbal, and I would definitely say spend some time on working out what sound you want and look at all the amazing products that are out there and choose something that's right for you. Our first budget cymbal is the Zildjian ZBT. It's 99 quid, it's a great beginner's cymbal, and it actually was the first ride cymbal I ever had on my first ever kit. I remember when I got this out the bag today, I was like, no way! Memories, you know, they're a great, awesome beginner's cymbal. Nice and cheap, strong, you know, they're thick. Sonically, because of that, not really my favourite sound now because they're so thick, but as a beginner, you can lay into that and it's going to last you for ages. So this is the Zildjian ZBT. Let's have a listen what it sounds like. So as you can hear, it's quite a metallic sound. It's quite clunky. It's not got the most finesse, to be honest, out of a lot of ride cymbals you're going to play, but it's definitely got a strong mid cymbal sound. So this bit here. Also, when you wash on the cymbal, it still has quite a lot of body. I've played some really cheap ride cymbals that do just sound like you're hitting an oven tray. Probably the weakest part of this ride cymbal is the bell sound. It's very dead and not a lot of like articulate tones coming out of it, but this is a budget ride cymbal aimed at people that are starting out or just putting together their first kit, and for that I definitely recommend it. So that was the Zildjian ZBT. The other budget ride cymbal I want to show you is from Sabian. It's the Sabian B8, exactly the same price point, and it's 100 quid. And this is another great beginner's ride cymbal. If you're just starting out, you're putting together a beginner's kit. Let's have a look at what it sounds like. Okay, so I think having played that, it's a mixed bag between that and the Zildjian, the ZBT. I think the B8 has a better bell sound. It's more pronounced, it's more articulate. When I was playing some accents on there, they were coming out in the mix more for me. I think the B8 has a better wash sound as well. It doesn't sound as clunky. So like playing that felt better on the edge for me, but I think that where this falls short is the mid cymbal, the actual sort of cymbal sound compared to the Zildjian. I think the Zildjian ZBT has got a better sound in the midpoint here. Again, it's all personal. In my opinion, I prefer the sound of the midpoint on the ZBT, but I prefer the sound of the bell and and the wash on the B8. So on balance, I'd probably get the B8, but they're both at the £100 price point, so it's whatever floats your boat. So that was the Sabian B8 and the Zildjian ZBT, both good choices if you want to spend around the £100 mark. But if you want to increase your budget up to sort of 160, then your choices become obviously a lot wider and you get better quality product, definitely better alloys in the cymbals. So for £160, you can get this, which is the Pisty Alpha. It's a 20-inch ride, and it sounds pretty good. I just had a quick go. Let's see what it sounds like. The alloy has got a much better kind of frequency response. It's got, I don't like cymbals that sound, as stupid as it sounds, too metallic, even though it's obviously what they're made of. I like cymbals that have got a softness and overtones that are a bit more musical and sound less like you're hitting a dustbin lid. So for £160 here, I think you're getting a good cymbal. I'd be confident putting this and playing this against some sort of rock and some heavy stuff, definitely. It's got a good, loud kind of wash. The bell sound is wicked, and I've never played one of these before, but I would give that a thumbs up. So that was the Pisty Alpha, and around the same price point, for £165, you can get yourself a Sabian XS20, which is a 20-inch ride cymbal, very bright finish, and let's have a look what it sounds like. It's nice. It's a good ride cymbal. Again, I've not played one of these before, but initial impressions on the XS20 is a very warm, controlled sound when you're playing it really heavily. I was really getting into it there. That's kind of rocked out a bit, but it's because it was just this wall of sound coming from it, which was really nice. So I like that about it. What I don't like about it is the bell is really it's really small. So in terms of the mid cymbal, the actual ride sound, it's nice, it's good. It's just a bit nondescript, you know? Maybe I'm being really picky, but I think the Paiste Alpha actually had more of like a ping on the sound. This has got a good bell sound, even if it's a bit small, and the wash sound is awesome, and the mid sound is cool. On balance, I prefer this to the Pisty for the money, because this has, for me, a warmer, less metallic, less of a bright sound, which I prefer in cymbals, a bit darker and a bit of a kind of a softer edge on tone, which the XS20 has for me. So if I had to choose between the two, if I was going to spend 160 quid roughly on a ride cymbal, for my choice would be the XS20, but it's totally personal. It's up to you. Have a listen, see which one you prefer. All right, we've seen some budget ride cymbals, we've seen some mid-range ride cymbals. Let's have a look at the high-end ride cymbals. I've just chosen a couple, one from Zildjian and one from Sabian. So this is the Zildjian Evadus. It's the ping ride. It's 20 inches and it's going to cost you 236 quid. Let's have a look what it sounds like. For me, it's too pingy. It's got too much of a projection when you're playing on the actual surface of the ride cymbal. The bell sound is nice. The wash sound just doesn't do it for me. I think I prefer the Sabian XS20 as a, overall, sonically as a cymbal, which is surprising. These kind of grooves, I can hear this working in. So maybe that's a better demonstration of how the ride would sound, maybe in a more natural application of it. For me, with what I like sound-wise, this one isn't for me. Might be for you, have a listen, but this is the Zildjian Evadus Ping Ride 20-inch. This is the Sabian HHX Evolution. Nice and shiny. See what it sounds like. Immediately I can see, by the way, it's got a really big bell. Immediately I can see that, I can't even do that.
Just power through it.
So immediately what's noticeable is the size of its bell. It has a huge, huge bell for you to play on. I think this is the winner for me, the HHX Evolution. It's inspiring to play, it's got a great wash sound, the bell sound is really defined, and when you're just riding on the actual cymbal, it's got a really good, just kind of comes back at you and you get that feedback from the cymbal. So yeah, that's a winner. For me, personally, it's the HHX Evolution. I think the XS20 was really strong. I think the Pisty Alpha was a really strong cymbal as well. The B8 and the ZBT, if you're down at that budget end, are both good options. But obviously, if you want to spend the money, you're going to get these like really nice overtones. And this kind of, it depends what you want. If you want to go for that more metallic, bright sound, then something like the Zildjian, the Ping Rider and Evadus is going to be for you. For me, as I said, I prefer slightly darker, slightly softer on the top end sounds from a ride cymbal, and this is the kind of ride that I'll be playing. I play a Sabian HH hand-hammered. To me, this feels more like a crash ride, which is awesome. I don't own one of those, and I would happily buy one of these. I think this is the winner for me, the HHX Evolution.